Hey everyone, imagine diving deep into the ocean, a place brimming with secrets and wonders. And then you spot it, a creature unlike any you've ever seen. It's a master of disguise, shifting colors in an instant. It squeezes through cracks no bigger than its eye and stares back at you with eyes that seem to hold ancient, untold stories. What incredible marvel am I talking about? None other than the magnificent octopus. For centuries, people have been utterly captivated by octopuses. They're these incredibly soft-bodied, eight-armed mollusks that, at first glance, appear to have dropped straight out of a science fiction movie. But why do they give us such a profound otherworldly vibe? Is it merely their bizarre appearance, or is there something far deeper and more extraordinary happening beneath the waves? Think about it. They lack a single bone, their blood flows with a striking blue hue, and they possess not one, but 3 hearts. Doesn't that sound like the blueprint for an alien creature? But here's where the story truly gets fascinating: their intelligence. These aren't just beautiful, adaptable oddities. They are remarkably, astonishingly smart. So how smart are we saying an octopus is? Well, a typical octopus boasts around 500 million neurons. That's a neuronal count comparable to that of a dog. But here's the most mind-bending twist. A remarkable 60% of those neurons are not in their central brain. Instead, they are distributed throughout their 8 arms. Can you even begin to comprehend having individual mini-brains in each of your limbs, operating with a degree of autonomy? This unique, distributed nervous system means that each arm can function with considerable independence. They can taste, touch, and execute basic movements without needing constant, direct input from the central brain. It's almost like having 8 highly skilled, semi-autonomous assistants, each capable of tackling tasks independently, yet all ultimately reporting to the central command. Pretty efficient and truly innovative, don't you think? This extraordinary neurological architecture allows them to perform astonishing feats of cognition. Octopuses are known to solve complex problems, such as unscrewing jar lids to access food or escaping from seemingly impenetrable acrylic boxes. They can also remember solutions to puzzles they've encountered and apply that learned knowledge to different, new situations. As one of the very few invertebrates known to use tools, they've been observed retrieving and reassembling discarded coconut shells to create makeshift shelters, and even strategically placing stones and debris to fortify their dens. The mimic octopus, a true master of impersonation, takes this ability to an extreme, even utilizing the venomous tentacles of the Portuguese man-o-war as a weapon. Talk about being resourceful and strategically brilliant, but their incredible talents don't stop at problem-solving and tool use. Octopuses are the undisputed champions of disguise, the ultimate masters of camouflage. In mere milliseconds, they can change their skin color, intricate patterns, and even their physical texture. How do they achieve this seemingly magical feat? They possess thousands of specialized skin cells, chromatophores, elastic sacs of pigment, iridophores, which create shimmering iridescent colors, and leucophores, which mirror ambient colors to enhance their blending capabilities. Beyond just color, they can also dramatically alter their skin texture by controlling tiny projections called papillae, creating bumps or spikes to perfectly mimic surrounding rocks or corals. Why evolve such an incredible capacity for transformation? It's all about survival in a dangerous, competitive marine environment. As soft-bodied creatures lacking rigid protective shells or claws, their dynamic camouflage serves as their primary defense mechanism against predators, rendering them virtually invisible. They employ incredibly clever tactics, like mimicking a moving rock or disguising themselves as swaying algae, sponges, or even venomous lionfish, not just to hide, but also to stealthily stalk their prey. The mimic octopus Octopus mimicus pushes this ability to an extreme, impersonating over 15 different marine species to deter threats. How truly astounding is that level of mimicry? And it's not just for hiding or hunting. They also utilize these rapid changes in color and pattern for sophisticated communication. Flashing vibrant colors can serve as a stark warning to predators, as exemplified by the blurring octopus, which signals its potent venom by displaying brilliant iridescent blue rings. They also communicate with other octopuses for courtship displays or to assert territorial boundaries. Some squid species can even display different patterns on each side of their body to simultaneously attract a female and repel a rival male. Imagine conveying complex messages just by changing your skin. Now, with all these genuinely incredible and undeniably unusual traits, it's hardly surprising that some people have pondered the audacious question, are octopuses truly from Earth? This intriguing idea gained significant public attention a few years ago following the publication of a controversial paper that boldly suggested an alien origin for these cephalopods. The paper essentially revived and applied the theory of panspermia, which postulates that life on Earth, or even complex life forms like fertilized eggs, could have originated elsewhere in the cosmos and been seeded onto our planet, perhaps via meteorites or comets. The paper presented several points to support its extraordinary claims. It highlighted the octopus genome's staggering level of complexity, noting its approximately 33,000 protein-coding genes, which is more than that found in Homo sapiens. This unusually high gene count for an invertebrate was presented as evidence challenging a purely terrestrial evolutionary pathway, implying an external, more advanced origin. Furthermore, it claimed that striking features such as the octopus's large brain, sophisticated nervous system, camera-like eyes, and instantaneous camouflage appear suddenly on the evolutionary scene. This perceived abrupt emergence, especially following the Cambrian explosion, was cited as difficult to explain by gradual Darwinian evolution. And then there's their unprecedented ability to extensively edit their RNA, modifying genetic information post-transcription to alter protein function. This mechanism, which differs significantly from the primary reliance on DNA mutations observed in most other life forms, was presented as a uniquely wild or alien genetic adaptation. Sounds pretty compelling and almost like a plot from a sci-fi blockbuster, right? An alien octopus, seeded from the stars. But here's where rigorous science steps in to carefully unravel the mystery and ground us back in reality. While the thrilling idea of alien octopuses is certainly captivating, mainstream scientific understanding tells a dramatically different and equally amazing story. First, let's address that staggering gene count. Having a higher number of protein-coding genes does not automatically equate to greater biological complexity or certainly an extraterrestrial origin. For instance, many organisms, including laboratory mice and even rice plants, possess more protein-coding genes than humans. Biological complexity is not solely about the sheer number of genes, but rather about the intricate ways those genes are regulated, rearranged, and expressed. The complexity of the octopus genome is primarily explained by the significant expansion of specific gene families, particularly those related to brain development, like protocaterans and zinc finger transcription factors. These expansions are directly linked to the development of their highly sophisticated brains and unique morphology. Think of it like a brilliant architect using existing building blocks but assembling them in a totally unique, powerful, and efficient new design. Their genome also exhibits extensive large-scale genomic rearrangements, described by scientists as being completely rearranged like it's been put into a blender and mixed. This genomic shuffling, coupled with a significant expansion of transposable elements often called jumping genes, is hypothesized to have played a critical role in the evolution of cephalopod innovations and complex nervous systems. All these are well understood, Earth-bound evolutionary mechanisms that generate genetic novelty. And what about that alien RNA editing? That unprecedented ability to modify genetic instructions after they're transcribed from DNA. It's not evidence of an extraterrestrial origin. Instead, it's a brilliant terrestrial adaptive mechanism. This process, called the 2I editing, allows octopuses, along with squid and cuttlefish, to rapidly modify protein function in their nervous system. This swift response is crucial for short-term environmental acclimation, enabling them to quickly adjust to immediate challenges like temperature fluctuations without altering their underlying DNA. This strategy provides rapid adaptability, explaining how they can thrive in diverse and changing marine environments and have successfully survived multiple mass extinctions. It's a highly successful Earth-bound adaptive mechanism, not a sign of cosmic intervention. It's a real-time evolutionary strategy, allowing for incredible phenotypic plasticity and rapid adaptation to dynamic environments. And lastly, those remarkable similarities to us, like their camera-like eyes and their complex, learning-capable brains, which some claim challenge terrestrial evolution and imply alien influence. These are, in fact, classic and powerful examples of convergent evolution. This is a well-established biological phenomenon where distantly related species independently develop similar traits or structures in response to similar environmental pressures or functional requirements. Both humans and octopuses, facing the need for excellent vision in complex environments, independently evolved a highly efficient camera eye design. It simply demonstrates that certain biological designs or principles are universally effective optimal solutions for specific functions, regardless of the distinct evolutionary path taken. It underscores the immense power of natural selection to shape diverse life forms into functionally analogous forms, rather than suggesting a shared, non-terrestrial origin. The scientific community has largely and swiftly refuted the claims made in that controversial paper. Why? Because it faced widespread criticism for its significant lack of scientific rigor, its use of undefined terms, its arbitrary comparisons, and its fundamental misrepresentation of evolutionary relationships. The principle of Occam's razor, which suggests that the simplest explanation that fits the evidence is usually the correct one, applies strongly here. For octopuses, their evolutionary history, genomic complexity, and unique adaptations are adequately and beautifully explained by well-understood terrestrial evolutionary processes, including natural selection, gene family expansion, genomic rearrangements, and convergent evolution. Invoking an extraterrestrial origin introduces unnecessary conjecture and complexity without supporting evidence. So, what's the ultimate conclusion? The octopus isn't an alien visitor from another galaxy. It is unequivocally a spectacular product of Earth's own diverse, profound, and utterly remarkable evolutionary processes. Their unique traits, from a distributed nervous system and unparalleled camouflage to extensive RNA editing, are not anomalies requiring extraterrestrial intervention. Instead, they are highly effective terrestrial adaptations honed and refined over millions of years to allow them to thrive in complex marine environments. The popular perception of octopuses as alien stems from their genuinely unusual characteristics compared to most familiar life forms. But rigorous scientific inquiry consistently points to Earth-bound explanations for their unique evolutionary trajectory. Octopuses remain a profound source of scientific fascination, offering deep insights into the evolution of intelligence, complex nervous systems, and adaptive strategies right here on our home planet. Their alien-like appearance and abilities, while entirely Earth-bound, continue to push the boundaries of our understanding of biology and cognition, highlighting the endless wonders and ingenious solutions found in life right here on Earth. Continued research into these extraordinary cephalopods promises to further unravel the intricacies of terrestrial evolution and the diverse, innovative solutions nature devises for survival and adaptation. Next time you encounter an octopus, whether in a captivating documentary or perhaps even at an aquarium, remember, you're not just looking at a strange creature from the deep. You're witnessing a true Earth marvel, a testament to the incredible power of evolution, a creature that pushes the very boundaries of what we thought was possible, all on our own planet. Isn't that even more astonishing than if they came from outer space? I create these kinds of videos. If you find it useful, please subscribe. Stay curious, folks.